Hello, everybody, and welcome to your reading. Is it Venus retrograde or is it real love and real connection? Spirit really prompted me to do this reading. I had no intention of doing it. So, also, Spirit informed me that make sure there is some part of this reading that really resonates with you and your life and your story, and that way you will know that this reading is intended for you, because this is just like a general collective. But I feel like a lot of different information is going to come through, and it's like, is it Venus retrograde or is it real? So let's find out. Let's see what Spirit has called us to the table for. What do you want us to know, Spirit? Show us, tell us. And Venus retrograde goes until January 29th, 2022. So these messages could resonate between now and then. All right, that one wanted to come out. Is it Venus retrograde or is it real? Okay. That was the first card. Okay, so, Nine of Cups. We want it to be real. Look at that. And, with this Venus retrograde energy, you could have people coming back into your world, like lots of old romances, crushes, missed opportunities. They could also be really springing up on your mind, as well as you are in the minds and hearts of others. All right, that's the energy of Venus retrograde, really going within. And this could extend beyond just romantic relationships. Okay, this could be friendships, family ships. But we're all in our feelings right now. And so for everybody, we all want this to be real, okay? This new relationship that's just come in, this relationship that's returning. Maybe we're already in an existing connection and we're feeling just more in love than ever. But with this being the opening card, the overall energy is everybody wants it to be real, okay? You, them, all of us want it to be real. So that's a positive sign, okay? But let's see what's to come. All right, Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Magician, Knight of Cups, Justice, and Two of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so just with these cards, there are a lot of you right now that are really questioning a relationship of past, of present, and you are going back and forth, back and forth. And I do feel that this same person is feeling that way about you, like going back and forth, back and forth. And if this is an existing connection, this I don't feel this reading is going to relate to like long-term partnerships. Okay, this is like a connection that's kind of uncertain at this time. There's no real commitment. It's back and forth, or somebody is coming back in because you are really back and forth in yourself about this person. And it's like, I want this to be real more than anything. I want to be stuck and attached to this love, to this offer for all of time, okay? And, you see this person as the ultimate. I mean, the Queen of Wands is the queen in the tarot deck, which represents a very attractive person, somebody that you are just drawn into, somebody that you would want to marry, spend a life with, create a life with, build with each other, okay? And if this is more of a long-term relationship, it's like this back and forth is like, okay, can this relationship go to the next level? Or has this relationship run its course? And sometimes, when it is time to go to the next level, get committed, say I love you, move in together, get married, whatever it is, that can freak somebody out, right? So, I mean, I can see it relating to longer term relationships in that capacity where it's time to go to the next level. and we're like, well, do we, or has this relationship run its course? Like, we're really contemplating. And if somebody has recently walked away from you, that's where they're at. They're trying to decide within themselves, is this the one? Will you make me happy for the rest of my life? Will the magic always be there? They want that to be the case, but they're going back and forth. And so if somebody just recently left you, I feel this Venus retrograde is all about them getting their emotions, their thoughts in order and balanced, okay? And ultimately, I feel they will come back to you after this retrograde is over with, and they'll be ready to commit and do what it takes, okay? And those of you where this is somebody who's been gone for a while, and all of a sudden they're coming back in, and there's multiples coming back in. And some of you, it's like, who do I choose from here? Okay, and it could be there's like some new people on the scene and people from the past coming in. It's like, who do I choose? So even though there's this sense of being immersed in our emotions and the magic of connection, of love, of passion, of all of that, there is still just like this imbalance to the energy. And that's why spirits want you to really contemplate, is it just Venus retrograde, or is it real? Is it a real connection? You're feeling that, other people are feeling that, going back and forth. So let's pull some more tarot. And you know, Venus being retrograde in Capricorn and then moving back into Aquarius, this is where we're starting to get real about what has potential, what doesn't. What am I willing to put in the work into? Is this person worth it? Or, you know, is that the person that I let get away? Let me come back in. I'm willing to do the work now. I'm willing to do what it takes now. All right, so that should be enough. And what do we have? All right. Oh, look at, yeah. We have the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So that is nice to see. 4 of Cups. The Hierophant. The 2 of Cups. And the High Priestess. Look at all of that Cups energy that just flew out. Okay, those of you that are having people come back from like 3 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 30 years ago, okay? There is no timetable that is off limits in separation when it comes to a Venus retrograde, because Venus is stirring up all those unresolved emotions around connection, love, romance, and moving through Capricorn. That's when we're really contemplating, is this worth it? Should I put in the work into this relationship? Okay, I want to fix what's broken. Moving into Aquarius, expanding into entirely new insight around your connection. And everybody's going through this. Okay, so those of you that have people coming back from long ago, it's because they still carry a torch for you in some capacity. All right. And for those of you where you all of a sudden are finding yourself in your feelings about somebody from the past, it's because there is still a part of them that is alive inside of you. You exist in them, they exist in you, and that's why it's coming to the surface now. And some of you are going to feel very compelled to reach out to a specific person against like all logic, and there's going to be people who are going to be very compelled to reach out to you against all logic. And it's this Venus retrograde really stirring up the emotions, and it's time. You know, retrogrades are all about returning, reassessing, reevaluating, you know, tying up loose ends, finishing unfinished business, all of that. So in a Mercury retrograde, a Venus retrograde, like relationships coming back together are often short-lived, okay? Just because it's all about tying up those loose ends and completing cycles and being able to move on. But what I'm feeling from this reading, and maybe that's why Spirit also is having me do this, is because Venus is moving through Capricorn, these relationships that reunite through this Venus retrograde, they're gonna work. They're meant for a long journey ahead, okay? It's like one story that you guys once shared ended. It was completed. But guess what? A new story is meant to now begin. Okay, so I definitely see long-lasting reunitements of long-term separations, okay? And now for those of you where you just recently got out of a relationship, somebody just recently broke up with you, I would say no more than 60 days out. It's really, I'm feeling 30 days or less. They left you. Through this retrograde, they are really going to evaluate a lot, not just about you and the relationship, but about themselves and what they're truly looking for. There's a big spiritual awakening taking place inside of them, okay? Because you have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. And for me, this is like the divine couple in spiritual form, all right? I know that the High Priestess can be paired with the Magician, but for me, I'm just feeling like this is a true soulmate union. All right, we're married in the souls, because the masculine energy, the Hierophant, the feminine energy, the High Priestess. Okay, and this is spiritual energy. This is empathic connection, telepathic connection, soul connection, and what sits in between these two cards right here, the Two of Cups. Okay. It's this Venus retrograde is really about bringing divine spiritual flames into union. All right, your divine counterpart, bringing that into your world, you being brought into their world. And so I feel somebody coming back to you, professing their love, they absolutely mean it. And if you still really feel something for them, it's because of this soul connection that you guys have, this divine union in that space. Okay, now some of you that may meet somebody new during Venus retrograde, again, there's that same concern of this is just happening so that we can finish out a lesson that we didn't complete with somebody else, right? But again, it's the same thing where, because it's in Capricorn energy, two people are being pulled together, okay? It's like what's meant to be. Past person returning. Somebody recently who broke up with you, they are going to return. A new person coming in, or somebody newer that you've been dealing with. It's like the universe is pulling you guys together, not for just a short-term relationship fling. No, it's for a whole journey to come. And it's because there's been so much work done in your seventh house energies in your past. It's time for something solid, something real. And so what I'm getting is it's not just Venus retrograde. It's real. It is. And you're tired of it, of the games. Like, you don't, even if you really want somebody from your past back, you're like, if they're just gonna be in and out, it's games. I don't even waste my time. Like, I don't want to get all up in my emotions just for them to, ghost me again, block me again, leave my life again, all of those things. You're really over it. But I'm telling you, many of you, there is somebody coming back in that sees you as a missed opportunity. Like, there's more that was supposed to happen. I still feel you in my soul. I am still very, very attracted to you. There is magic about you. You are my wish. I would like to manifest. I want to be solid. I want to be committed with you. Okay. And those of you where somebody recently left because it's like they were unable to go to the next level with you through this separation and this retrograde, it's like they're wising up and they're realizing they need to step it up and they need to mature and they need to commit. They're realizing that because it's like you will be the one that got away if they don't do that. They know it. They feel you in their soul as you feel them in your soul. Okay, absolutely. I love these energies. So let's pull some more tarot and see what else Spirit wants to bring out. It's like with justice here, it's time for things to be real. Okay? This is not the Tower card, the Death card, not even Temperance. This is justice. This is what's meant to be. Okay? It's solid. Okay. Wow. This has been the energy that you've been dealing with. It's like I'm hung up on somebody, and even though there's been other options and opportunities, you've been unable to open yourself up to that. Okay. And this is for those of you who's really been hung up on somebody for quite some time, or it's like your heart's been broken so bad, all these people coming back or these new opportunities, it's like you're holding back, and it's because you question, is this real? You know, do they really care? Are they lonely? Are they bored? Are they having a midlife crisis? Did their partner break up with them? Like, why are these people reaching out to me? So there is a bit of a defensive, guarded nature about you with some of these people returning just because of the way things ended. Even if you really wanted them back or you wanted to talk to them again, just something, you are being very guarded with your energy. Look at that. You got Justice again. Six of Wands. Page of Wands. The Moon. And Five of Pentacles. I feel like everybody watching this reading is like, no way, no how am I reaching out to anybody, even if I'm dying to hear from them. Not gonna happen. They're gonna have to come to me. I see that because you're in the stance of, you know, I've already been rejected by you. I'm not putting myself out there again to have that experience another time around. So that's just kind of where you're at. Even if you feel very compelled to reach out to somebody, it's just like, no. So if that really speaks to your heart, you just put it out to Spirit. Say, if there's a destiny, if there's more to come with this person, have them contact me or align us somehow, some way, Spirit. And Spirit will make it happen. I've actually done that a couple times in my life with a couple different people at different junctures. I just started really feeling them, thinking about them hard. And I was like, no, Spirit, I am not reaching out. If something needs to be said or there's anything that needs to unfold here, they need to reach out to me, or, you know, we've got to just randomly run into each other. Every time that person will reach out to me. Okay, Spirit can work through anybody, move through anybody, including you. So even though right now you're like, no way, no way, no way, there just might be this moment where you're like, you know what do I have to lose? You know, so I do see fear of rejection on your side as well as on their side. for those where somebody's coming in. Also, unexpectedly, those of you who are just kind of involved with somebody, not in a deep commitment yet, this person all out of nowhere is like going to just profess love. And even though that's your wish, you're doubtful of it. The people coming back professing their love, you're doubtful of it. Spirit's like, no. Anybody that is returning to you, it's because you're still on their mind and their heart. Anybody that you're currently dealing with where we're not in deep at all yet, and all of a sudden they're professing love, they mean it. They see you in a whole new light, okay? This Venus retrograde is making us in tune with our heart very, very deeply. And you got justice on justice. So I feel some of you have multiple offers of a commitment being given to you through this Venus retrograde or just right after it completes. So January, February energy, okay? You have these offers of people wanting to make it right with you, wanting to get into a commitment with you, seeing you as the one that got away, okay? And maybe that's also why we have the Two of Pentacles, is like you're kind of juggling that, like who do I give both of them a shot? Do I not give any of them a shot? Like you kind of going back and forth, but I do see solid offers. So between now and the end of February, whether new person or somebody returning, if they're like just all in their emotions for you, they mean it. Like they want to be serious. They want to be real with you. And also with Two Justices coming out, I feel there's a lot of karmic balancing happening during this Venus retrograde as well, where there may be some people that come back to you, and this is your chance to reject them. Like you're over it, you've healed, you've gone through the darkness, you've put yourself back together, and then here they are, and you're like, guess what? I'm doing really good without you. And you reject them, okay? Karma is being balanced with this Venus retrograde, and I see very positive ways for you guys, okay? Love offers coming in, old and new. And you know, those of you where this person, it's like a very, very recent breakup, and maybe it's because you were saying, you know what, we need to go to the next level, we need to get married, or let's start a family, or let's move in, or you need to at least just be committed to just me. Them coming back in, because of what that made you feel by them leaving you, refusing to go to the next level, and just the way Venus retrograde is healing to your heart, when they come back in, you might be like, sorry, I'm not interested, because this here, like the Hangman with the Seven of Wands, this is like blocking out offers for some of you. And it's because you're just not interested anymore. You're not hung up on that person anymore. You've healed. You've moved on. And they haven't, because it's like karma wasn't balanced between the two of you on their end. And so your rejection of them is in part, you know, teaching them a soul lesson. The next one that comes along, treat that person better than the way they treated you. Because what's really sad, and you know, I've seen this multiple times, more times than I can count, to be honest with you, where there's two people that have been together for a while, let's say 2 to 5 years, okay? And that's when the relationship is starting to get, you know, a little familiar and comfortable. And they think, oh, you know what? I could do better than this. I deserve better than what I have. And they end their relationship in pursuit of finding that better. And in the end, they end up empty-handed, okay? Now, if you are in an abusive relationship, a toxic relationship, that message doesn't apply, okay? I'm talking about just normal relationships, you know? And then the person will, after a few years, try to come back, the one that left, because they realize I had it all. Like, why did I think I could do better? You know, I actually have a friend who in his younger years was a total playboy, just all the ladies loved him, and then he ended up falling in love and was with the girl for like 7, 8 years. She ended up breaking his heart. He was 10 years older than her, so he was in his 30s when he met her, and she was in her early 20s. And so by the time their relationship ended, he's in his 40s, and he's played the field, played the games with all the options and opportunities that came to him after that breakup. And now he's kind of in a place where he's settling because he's older and he's not getting as much attention as he did when he was a young man, right? And it's because what was coming to him, he thought he could do better, and he's admitted as much to me, okay? And he's like, I wish I would have not screwed this particular relationship up because this person was golden and I walked away from her, and now I'm with this person, and I would do anything to be with her, but she's moved on. Okay? And I do see that for some of you where, you know, you gave your all. You did everything you could, and you were left brokenhearted with no answers. And, you know, maybe they thought they could do better, and they realized they could not do better. I'm sure some of you are going to hear that story is, you know, I thought I could do better. I was stupid. I was foolish. You know, I was my friend's this, you know, they were very in their ego. Okay. Some of you are going to get that story and they're genuine in it. But those of you that get that story, I feel though you guys are the ones that are like, I've moved on. And if anything, it's kind of just like an ego stroke for you to hear from them. All right. But aside from that, those energies, there is possibility for true, real, everlasting love through this retrograde. And, you know, relationships that return, no, it's not just the retrograde that is stirring up these emotions. There is another chapter to this relationship. It's a new beginning, a new journey. You guys have completed a journey in the past, and now it's time for a new one, okay? And then for others of you, there's just this newer person that has recently showed up or is about to show up during this retrograde energy. And I feel like you don't take it seriously initially at first, but when this person professes their emotion for you after a very short amount of time, they mean it. They're not playing. They're very, very serious about it. So know that it's not just like what we're hoping for. This is like real. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for letting us know, because obviously not everybody in the world is going to watch this reading, right? But for those of you who are drawn into it, this is your message, okay? This is what's going to happen for you. And I feel some of you have been single for a very, very long time. It's time for a partner. Oh, wow. Look at these two. Forgiveness, second chances. Yeah, that is the theme of this Venus retrograde. Please forgive me. Please take me back. Wow. And it's real. Blame, growing closer, not over you, mysterious, new romance. See, look at that. Oh, old and new coming in, old and new. And instead of blaming you, they are taking accountability. They want to grow closer. because they are not over you and it's driving them crazy. They don't know what's going on in your life. Are you with somebody new? It's driving them nuts, driving them absolutely insane. They don't know what's absolutely going on in your world specifically, okay? And that makes them nuts. And they're kind of stalkery about it. Looking in on your socials, if you have social medias, or just, and this could even be where they, if you have them blocked, like they create a fake account to see what they can, what little bit of information they can see, even if your medias are private. Okay, it's just somebody's going crazy that they don't know what you're up to, what you're doing, and they don't blame you at all. In fact, it's like, if I could just talk to you, I will take accountability for this. All right, so you have this old energy, somebody of the past wanting to come in, but also there's this new romance. All right, some of you, obviously this all won't apply, but man, for those of you that have this person coming back from the past and this new romance, that's what that juggling is about. Like, who do I choose? You got to choose the one that makes you feel this, that connection deep in your soul like no other. Even if we have a bit of a rocky past, okay, remember, they are very serious in wanting to work it out with you. It is real. It is their ultimate dream and wish. Karmic lessons. Ooh, I had to learn things the hard way, they're saying. Oh, I just want you. Be mine. Wow. Awakened intimacy. No sex better than you. Love connection. And separated. Yes, and remember we were getting that message too, where some of you, somebody walked away from you, okay, devastated your whole world, new person comes in, and it's like, hey, this is good stuff, and now here they are trying to come back in now that you're here, okay? As some of you, that could be what prompts a person to come back in, is if you've been single for a while, and now all of a sudden they see somebody else on your medias, they know somehow, some way, that there's somebody new in your life, that is going to make them very jealous and want to reach out to you and not lose you, okay? And others of you, like I said, somebody just broke your heart and you are starting to move on and they want to come back in because they aren't over you. They want to give you what it is they wouldn't give you before. And they're not going to blame you, as maybe in the past they have, but they're not going to. Like, this has been a huge, huge, huge karmic lesson for them, okay? Anybody coming back to you, it's like it's a force beyond them to not come back to you. It really, really is. Like, they can't help it. They just feel this calling towards you. And, you know, if you guys are meant for another chapter, then you guys are going to be committed right away, and it's a beautiful connection, right? If you feel like, no, it's never happening again, it's because you're teaching them a karmic lesson. They taught you a karmic lesson in the past, and now it's their turn to be the student and you to move on into a beautiful new connection, okay? Where they are going to give you that commitment and they are going to tell you they love you right away, you know, and it's like really good relations between the two of you. So this is such a strong message of X is coming back, man. But like all this new energy as well, and you getting to decide what you really want. and you know what's meant for you based on that soul connection. So Spirit is saying, take your pick. Whatever's coming your way, old or new, over these next 2 months, they are going to just be enamored with you. And like I said, if you're trying to get back to somebody, it's going to be such a pull, a calling inside of you to get back to them. Like it's just going to be beyond you. It's time for a real love connection. Many of you have been single for a while. And it's not to say you haven't dated and people in and out, but that like solid, deep commitment, it's been a minute for you guys. It has, and your time has come. This Venus retrograde is bringing you true love, whether old or new. Everybody who watches this, that's what that's about. That's what Spirit wants you to know. And some of you, it's like, take your pick. Take your pick. Oh, there's like some of you, I just see a wake of broken hearts in your path because you're like, no, I've moved on. I'm in this new love. I'm sorry that you guys missed out. Yes, I am the one that got away. Deal with it. You go. All right. Is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else to add? All right. I do not know what my kitty is doing back there. Oh, look at this. Throat chakra, communication, imagine. Vocalization, individuality, inner voice, assertiveness, self-expression. Yeah. There's a lot of communication that's coming your way. Okay. People pouring their heart out. Exes wanting to get back with you. Even maybe some friends trying to come back in your world. Wow. And you just see through it. Okay. And I don't mean like you see through the lies, because these aren't lies. Everybody coming in trying to give you love, they mean it. But with this, you see through it. You see through the ones that are not meant for you anymore. Okay, you're more in tune with this spiritual connection energy. Wow. And now you've got the crown chakra, support, love, signs, direction, guidance. You are going to know. You will just know. All right. Because you might be a little torn between two people, some of you, okay? But you're just going to know in your soul where you belong. And Spirit is saying, listen to that. Listen to that voice, that feeling. Even if the history, if it's somebody older, like old from the past, even if the history wasn't the best the first time around, that chapter, that part of your guys' story and journey is over. And it's time for a new chapter to begin. Heavy heart, take time to nurture your emotional wounds. Wishing on a star, it's time for you to dream again. Go ahead, make a wish. It just might come true. Vibrational match, you are sending out new signals that are bringing forward positive new experiences and solid relationship. Okay, that is so beautiful. Love that. Freedom of choice. Your choices are yours to make. Don't allow others to make your choices for you. Yeah, some of you, it's like you have multiple options here, old and new, whereas it felt like you were in the drought season 2-3 months back, and you're like, where were all of you? Okay, where were all of you months ago when there was nothing happening in my life? And now here you all are, all professing love. Some of you, it might be like, are y'all reading from the same script? Like, what is going on? And it's just, they're feeling you. They're feeling your vibration. They are wishing for you. Their heart is heavy with you in it. Even if it wasn't before, it is now. And that's why they're coming back in. But you have the choice. Do you want to go back with them? Or do you want to go with a new person? Or do you just want to work on healing your emotional wounds for a while? Because Spirit is saying, It is your choice if you want to be single, if you want this new romance, or you want to get back with somebody from the past. It is truly your choice. There is no wrong answer. Once you decide, you align yourself to that timeline. Okay, you become a vibrational match of that timeline. So the best timeline for you, however, is that one where you feel it in your soul. Okay, even if you're filled with fear of the past or fear of the unfamiliar with somebody new, trust your soul. Your soul is telling you the timeline that will make you the happiest when it comes to these options of love and romance. All right, so those are your messages from Spirit. For those of you who have just are going to be going crazy, is this real? Is this just Venus retrograde? Are y'all reading from the same script? Are you punking me? Like, what is going on? The energy is just going to be nothing quite like you've experienced before. Okay, so those are your messages. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.